So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 9 of Parasyte. That was quite an episode. I tell you. Wow. There's gonna be a nice discussion. Not long as well, but nice. The reaction is in the description. Go watch it. The links are there. And go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. And so we start with a quite good picture of the town and cars and people. I mean, it's really well detailed and lively. Yeah, it's more natural for anime to show like staticky pictures or like badly detailed, but this is actually very well detailed picture. And we see Hana or Kana actually feeling Shimada Hideo. I even remembered his family name as well, and like whole name. Feeling him again, proving to herself that she actually feels not just the man she wanna feel. She feels dangerous people, and yeah. And then her ex-boyfriend appears, and as I've said, yeah, that was what I wanted to say. It's like kinda, I feel bad for the man. I mean, he's a bully, he's like a bandit type of a person. He fights and he like this like gang dude. So he's not the nicest person around, but he's actually physically strong and fit. He can fight, so he he got to that position of this like respected street gang dude. He earned it by his skills, and he's actually like, yeah, I remember him like throwing leg kicks left and right. He's extremely good with those, and he's really strong as a human being. It's very sad to see him being beaten here and there, even though he's not a nice person. And he actually loves this girl. I mean, goddamn you, this girl with her likings towards Shinichi. But he actually values her. He went fighting, with Hideo, and of course it went really bad. Just instantly was knocked with one punch. Thanks for not killing him. And Tachikawa saw that. I mean, she saw some part of that. She was quite an important character here. And then we see, um, oh shit, that's funny. Then we see a flashback with Shinichi and Satomi. I suppose that was their first time meeting, and for some reason, there's Connie from Attack on Titan here. I don't exactly know why, but that's not too important. Uh, so there were like tests and stuff, and here's the girl. Like, are you Izumi Shinichi? So the first time she asked that question was basically her first words towards the man. And I kind of understand why this phrase is like trademarked in a way now. I mean, it plays a bigger role, of course, now, especially considering that the man is constantly changing and he goes through quite a lot of shit. But the first meeting was like, yeah, but this is going too far away, Murano. I understand and I respect her trying to like being worried about him, that he's changing and he's like not normal in her vision. But I mean, if something's wrong with the man, you gotta think further. You see a change, see, like, at least try to think about what could cause that change. It's not like he's just a dick to be a dick. Everything should have reasons. And she's not looking into that, you know. She's like, "Oh, you changed, but god damn it, his mother is like, you saw him, his face, like when he went from coma, you know, he was like dead pale, and you're like stupidly thinking that's all okay now with him. You see him changing. I'm. It's not like I'm criticizing her. As I've said, I respect and I like that she's caring, but she's like looking at it like too primitively, girl. You have to be. How do you not sense it? I don't understand. You have to sense it. I mean, it's obvious that the guy is like, he ran when there was evacuation. He ran towards the bandit, the killer or whatnot. Like, he's constantly in fights. And the situation with mother and him being absent for quite a long time. So yeah. But back to the flashback. So yeah, that was their first time. Man, they're so young. I mean, it's like what, 7 or something years away ago. She looks exactly the same, but he looks, goddamn, he looks like a little kiddo that was just born 5 minutes ago. And they meet at the same place. And there's the fucker says like, oh, I'm gonna send death signal to him. So he was checking the right arm, Miggy, you know, and Miggy said like, I'm not gonna sense it. I'm like out of it. So even him sending the scariest signals in the world, that even the evilest creatures felt that, you know, birds like, oh yeah, that's our sign, and went killing people in Attack on Titan. But Shinichi was like, meh, he didn't feel it. So even though his senses are extremely strong, he can hear, he can see, he can like feel, but those parasite only waves or whatnot, he cannot feel it. But Kana can feel it. I mean, can she feel the danger or she just feels the presence? That's interesting because parasites, they actually feel everything. They kind of like know the status, you know, that's, it's here, you know, somewhere 300 meters around, and not just somewhere. He can point the direction and say the how long, how far for it to it, and they also can understand like the hostility, anger, like the emotions and their intentions. But does Kana feel that as well? Can she feel the danger? Can she feel like that the creature is nice? That's very interesting. Because if she feels just parasites, that's bad. She can feel an angry killer parasite and he's gonna kill her. But if she feels danger from them, she can run away. She can feel like shit, this is dangerous, and run away. So her power is yet not completely understood by me. But uh, it has potential. It has potential. And Shinichi is missing that power for sure. So yeah, he sent waves. It was not successful. And then we have our girls, Tachika and another girl with Peckles. Peckles, I suppose I looked at the world at the word. And she's like, oh, Shimada-kun, kakui, kuru, yada yada. Real hottie, huh? What's up? What's wrong with you girls? What is wrong with them? God damn it. How can you even compare Shinichi to that dude? Someone even said that the face is fake. I think it's she. It's like a little girl said like his face is fake. I know you drew his face. Like, you think he had plastic surgery? Ah, yeah, I kind of missed that. So yeah, his face looks fake, and she thought that he had plastic surgery. And I mean, technically, yes, like head transplant. He had full head transplant. And then the important stuff. So we have our father, Izumi, the man. the main man. I forgot his name, unfortunately. He is someone like Kara Tara something something. A long name. And he has three detectives with him. I mean, I'm not sure like if there are three detectives. We have three people, and two of them are the ones that were asking questions in the hospital. So, as I've said during that episode, they're either clueless, either they're hiding it because it's not time yet. They were collecting information. And it was weird for me that it could have been the first case. No, it should have been the second, and it was the second. So they were collecting information before they were like starting accusing or researching it. And now, when the time is now come, they visited the man, asked him all the questions, and here's the guy who paints. So he's a brother of Tachikawa. So they're like all painters. And yes, they actually know about parasites. Like they just know. They actually know how they look. They know that they morph. They know the most important parts, you know? And that they kill people. And there's also a third guy. He's like huge dude. But I feel like he's like more like bodyguard person. When people start trusting each other. Scaremongering and mass hysteria. So yeah, they are hiding that, and that's government for you, of course. And sometimes I agree that sometimes it's better to hide something, be doing bad stuff, but it's for the better. It's not good, but sometimes it has to be done. And yeah, them keeping this in private is just keeps people from panicking and like mass hysteria, as he said. And as well, parasites know that they're being noticed. So Shinichi, but we're gonna get to it. So Shinichi enters the room and sees the guys. That we're experiencing now is more of a danger than a few thousand fewer wild animals roaming around Japan. So yeah, so they understand that this is a serious case. And father confirms that yes, exactly like that creature looked exactly motherfucking like that who killed his wife. Just perfect example. Those two eyes and these like claws. And then we switch to Tamiya, and she have a very interesting speech talk with some mystery person. So they speak about themselves as us, so they both should be parasites, right? And she says that, oh no, it's he who says it. So it seems, wait, who started speaking? She had no subtitles. She started speaking. It appears that there are quite a few rumors going around about them. So they know that they were noticed. And that's understandable, of course. And she's like sitting there scratching her arm. And I kind of like that she still keeps this wondering kind of scientist vibe around her. She, she, she still asks questions like, why are we here? What is the reason for us to be here? What are our origins? Even they don't know. Are there fucking aliens or a nanotechnology bioweapon? Or like just natural mutation? Or like new species was just born by evolution? Something might happen. So she asks that question, but the man what weak and imperfect life forms we are. Because yeah, because they live a lot of what? Are you strong life first, life form, and perfect? What? Marcus? That's a little poopy. Um, yeah, they leave a lot of traces, and many of those parasites, even though they have big potential to mix with the world and with the people around them, they don't use those too much, right, Marcus? He's no parasite, I know that. So yeah, you're probably the only one who's giving so much thought. Uh huh. And even the man confirms that she is the one who thinks about that. And he says the answer is simple. It's because like there's too much humans and we have to kill them. So I don't know if he knows or he believes that their mission is to kind of kill humans because there's too much of those and they're evil. And you saw, I suppose you saw my previous videos like episode 2 and stuff where I was saying that yeah, humanity is not a good thing, you know. It's not good. And we are actually evil. And we're breaking the world, we're breaking ourselves, we're breaking nature's laws, we're killing animals, we're destroying nature, we're shitting in there. You know, have you seen how much goddamn plastic is there in the ocean? This is ridiculous. People just what? I mean, the nature, like overall, like planetary, if we speak like planetary sizes, we're nothing to it, you know. I mean, we're gonna live like thousands, few thousands, maybe 10,000 years, and like something we're gonna just cause some terrible catastrophic event, or it's just gonna fly from the space or something. It's gonna bam, we die, no problem. But then trees start growing, and new creatures start appearing. So life will go on, the nature will go on, and even though we're shitting on it now, we're just harming ourselves. You know, when we disappear, everything's gonna go normal to normal again. I actually saw quite an interesting movie documentary about what will happen if every human in the world just disappears. Just humans. You know, just like we were sitting here and like bam, no one's here. Lights are on, computers are on, animals are still roaming, you know, just humans disappearing. And that was quite an interesting documentary. And there was like hour and by hour and day by day what's gonna happen. You know, like some animals will that are close in the like in the apartments. Of course, they're gonna die. Others will be able to survive and like they're gonna break out of zoo and the electricity gonna go. And then the atomic stations. You know, they have like month or something to cool. They have like mechanism to kind of prevent an explosion, but at some point the mechanism will. They're like diesel generators, you know. They're gonna like be out of diesel at some point, and those stations are gonna explode. There's gonna be like radiation and shit. So yeah, it's not gonna be a fun time. But in few dozens of years, like streets are gonna become forests. These stupid concrete buildings are gonna like fall down because you know what? Inside those concrete buildings, there's iron, which is getting rusty. You know, a little crack, and here's your water, and here's your rust. And what happens when something's rusty? It's destroying. And yeah, the building's gonna fall. There's gonna be nothing left. Nothing left. All the buildings, all the metallic stuff, like in a few hundred years, is gonna disappear. One of the lost parts that's gonna stay, there's gonna be dams, big, big ass river dams, because they are made extremely powerful. But then even they're gonna be destroyed. And if you don't know, there's a river called Colorado, if I'm not messing that up, that is changed by humans. Like it should have been one way, but they like made a dam out of it, and now it's different. And will when it's gonna like the dam is gonna be destroyed, there's gonna be a new river, not like new rivers, but it's gonna go to the old times, and there's gonna be huge river here and there, like new lakes and everything. Like stuff is gonna go back to normal. And the only stuff that's gonna be reminding nature of us is gonna be a stupid, like, plastic crap. Because that's gonna be dissolving for quite a long time, but it will still dissolve at some point. They showed a some some boots that are also kind of made of like synthetic stuff. So yeah, like 200-300 years and boom. And what's interesting that after all of our buildings, all of our cars, everything's gonna be destroyed, you know what's still gonna be standing? Egyptian pyramids. And like marvels of ancient times. Because they were made like out of the material, not like crap that is made now just to like be destroyed in a few years so you can repair it because money, 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 No, those people, they were building for fucking thousands of years, without repairs. And those buildings made out of mramor is mramor is actually a word in English. It's marble, right? It's marble. I'm probably stupid. One sec. Have to check. So those are gonna be standing. Yeah, marble. I'm sorry. It's marble, made out of marble and like granite. It's not this sandy shit. This is gonna be destroyed, but those miracles, like that were standing there, gonna be standing there. They're gonna be underground at some point, but they're still gonna be there. So yeah, that was quite an excursion, and damn it, I'm always going all out with like humanity situation. So the man, going back, there's actually anime that we're discussing. So the man says that the answer is simple, like our reason to be here. Man has become toxic to Earth, and as we just all learned, it is true. And there was a need for a neutralizer. And I don't know if he knows it or if he thinks like that. Is that his opinion? Or maybe he is the boss. I'm sure. Is he an actual parasite? He was saying that he was referring as us, so I suppose he's a parasite. But do you know something, Mr. Parasite? And Tamiya looking at her child and says, so it's a toxin that I've been nurturing inside me. And no, no. A human being is not an issue. A human society is. Our modern human society built on economics, built on a lot of dirty, oh, I'm sorry, dirty things that we're doing. That's a huge toxin. But a human being is born as a little beautiful creature of nature. He has no idea what's happening and how to live. If you're gonna teach him good, if you're gonna place him out of this society where like gadgets and like YouTube views, likes, Instagrams, it's bullshit. If you're gonna make a real man out of him, not like a modern weird social creature, he's gonna value nature around him. I was raised with nature around me. My parents, they let me to my grandparents during the summer, and my grandparents actually bought chickens just for me to be like around nature and stuff. And I really like those chickens, like big chubby birds. It's not like I hate all the birds. I like chickens. And they're like was nice. So I was also always this nature loving person. There was like cows. There was great times where there was no buildings around. It was just a village, a beautiful place, good air, and like little pond and fishing there. But now it's all building up with like hundreds and hundreds of other houses, like some 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 shops around and dirt everywhere. It's like little pond, just like dirty place. You don't want to look at it now. There's no cows, there's no chicken, nothing. So it's all like urban now, even though it's like 50 kilometers from the town. But back then it was like nature, and I really liked that, and I really valued that. And when I started growing, and I went to another place, my parents bought another village, and of course there was no chicken anymore, cause yeah, that's a really big issue with those. You have to take a lot of care, but still, I was seeing like people were like they're getting their fucking candy, eat it, and drop the wrapping. For them, it's like, what's wrong with that? But for me, it's like, are you crazy? You're dropping it in the nature. You're gonna be looking at that. Like other people gonna be. If you dropped it, other gonna drop. There's gonna be like a lot of those. And like there's like a huge, beautiful Volga River here, and we visit like places where people were staying, camping, and like bottles everywhere. Uh, well, glass, broken glass. Goddamn people. You're no people. You're like fuckers. They're like, you know what I'm going with it. I'm sorry for rambling, but if you're gonna put a newborn human being out of this society, if you're gonna teach him well, if you're gonna give him right idea of what's good, what's wrong, what should he value? He should value his life of surrounding. He should value his nature and like his place, his earth, his not stupid crap like how can you buy like Fortnite something. I mean, of course you can have that as well, but at least have like normal basics, understanding of basics, that you have to respect the nature. But unfortunately, one is not enough. If you're normal, like 3,000 are not. And that's basically how we live. Like maybe like 1, 2, 5 million of people who understand that, and others are don't. And governments and countries they mostly don't care about it because fuck it, we need money, and we need to be we need to rule the world. We're better gonna fight and kill, to get more money and power. We don't care about nature. So shit. I'm sorry, people. This is like a crazy discussion. Maybe some of you know like it. I like it for sure, but some of you probably like, God damn it, there's anime. So back to the point. So the child that she's bearing is not a toxin. It's a pure creature. But what's gonna what's gonna grow out of this child? We don't know. It depends on you, Mrs. Mama. Shit, I wanna drink now. And I like that she's thinking about the child. She's like still going with the philosophical thoughts about that. And it's not like she doesn't care about this child. She's thinking about this child. And I really hope the child will survive that stuff. It's gonna be really beautiful, actually, if she actually bears the child and it survives. Oh. So then we go back to Shinichi and his father, and it's like 7 minutes into episode, and we're like more than 30 minutes into discussion because I went crazy, and my player also went crazy. What's up? Can we have? Yeah, thank you. And so the daddy explains. So he told everything to Shinichi about parasites, about how mother died, about I suppose detectives, everything. But Shinichi didn't tell his father about Migi, even though he can do that. Because we know that Migi's sleeping, and 4 hours a day, you can do everything, anything with him. So you can actually speak. And then we see Professor Big Mouth on the TV, like actually looking like a parasite creature in a weird, wonky Japanese show, right, Marcus? You're doing something back there. Going behind the television. I saw you. I saw you. You don't go there. There's a big bad wolf in there. Uh-huh. And Tachikawa goes to her brother, sees the parasite picture, and asks the man about her drawing. And he's like, I don't know. It's not enough for me to work. Like, I mean, yeah, it looks maybe weird, maybe not. People are weird. You look at him, and she looks at him. I don't exactly know why this happened, but he had ball into his face, a baseball. I know they're probably not the nicest things to land on your face, but what? I don't think they have to leave that big hole in there. He's a super fast parasite. He could have evaded out of it, and he could have taken it. Why would you morph? That's weird. I don't exactly understand why he did that. That was like not smart. And she saw it. She saw Hideo's face morph. I wish this ball just killed this shit, but no. Unsuccessful. Then we go back to Murano and Shinichi situation, and then again, poor man. There's like an apocalypse is going on, but these two have a romance situation, relationship issues, and you have to like survive and kind of build your love as well. It's a poor man. He have to work on few fronts. And just as he tries to speak with her, Migi like, you know what? There's a big issue there. Shimada wanna punch few guys. Oh, and there's the leader as well. What's with this leader? She's actually weird. There's a picture of them, and here's the leader guy. He was always turned away. Oh, what's the reason? I don't understand. Like, absolutely. I I kind of get the idea that you can kind of understand that who's the leader, but leaders don't stay like that. At least I haven't seen a single leader that just. It's like a game, when they place characters, and one of them was just by a mistake placed in the wrong direction. It was like weird. People don't stay like that. So they're like, okay, we're gonna fight. And he runs away, screams again, and like quite a few instances. There was quite a few instances when Shinichi like actually screamed. He screamed on Satomi, something I don't exactly remember. Shut up or something. He screamed at the very end on the girl situation, and he screamed at this moment as well when he ran. to deal with the situation. And basically, he helped those people because they would have been killed by Shimada. Even though you can clearly see here's Shimada standing, so that they have like this. They have this uh, a la hidden place, like abandoned place, but you can literally see windows. So like and balconies. So yeah, it's not like it's a hidden place. It's a place that's you can actually see. There's literally a house, a few-story house, and there's another one, and so yeah, it's not like a place, and then another one as well. There was, so it's not like you cannot see anything. It's not like the safest place in the world. So like okay, you can go all at once. Then Shinichi jumps again, like 3 meters, and even that fucker, like he can jump so high. He was not expecting that, and that's I also forgot to discuss in the previous episode that when I was rewatching this episode, the previous one, I actually noticed that this fucker actually scared of Shinichi. Actually scared. He felt that he's strong because Migi said that we can feel how strong people are. And at the very beginning, he says like, "Oh, you're actually strong." And when he tried to take Kana away, then Shinichi ran, and he's like, he understood that, nope, not gonna be able to do that. So he understands that Shinichi is no joke, and he evades the confrontation with him. He thinks he's strong, but he never expected Shinichi to jump like that. And this is like stupid situation. Like you go away, okay, I'm gonna go away. And this bull is like, so you're friends now, we're gonna punch you. And Shinichi finds the leader that I was able to find even earlier, but it's not like I said he's a leader, but I said like, what's wrong with this guy? And the leader appears and is like, I like your face, and tries to punch it and fails. And then it's like a badass scene. Shinichi's like kind of inflicts a little pain, and the guy is scared shitless. Shinichi's extremely badass. Extremely badass. And the situation is kind of resolved. Bullies run away, the parasite ran away, and Shinichi goes back to his girl. Oh, and also, I wanted to say that even though he lost a lot of senses, a lot of emotions in him, he still feels a lot of anger. So it's not like I don't care. No, he gets really angry. And now when he meets Satomi, he's smiling. So it's not like he has no emotions. He have, and sometimes he have like like overwhelmed with emotions. At least that's good. So he's smiling, and they have this nice moment of them touching hands, and he's like moves Satomi out of the way because there's a parasite here, and he's like impressed by his jump. Like says, "Is that your right hand?" Something something. Here he goes away. What he said to him? Not even close. Just get out of here. Like scares him like to animals. And he there without speaking goes away. And he did some face, like evil green. I don't know what was there, but I feel he might have noticed something. It's not good. But at least he went away, and Satomi is like, ouch, ouch, you're hurting me. Well, because the man is like a Reiner Krista situation in season 2 of Attack on Titan. The man was so angry and shocked that he actually inflicted pain on the person he saved. And she tries to comfort him and says again, like, you're not Izumi Shinichi, you would not act like that before, but girl, There is a reason for everything. It's like, if war starts and you're gonna grab guns and shoot an enemy, and there's a girl that, oh, yesterday you would not pick a gun and shoot at a person. Like, duh, because there was no war. I understand that she does not know, but she at least deep inside have to feel and at least consider the fact that something is wrong. It's not like he's changing just for the change. He's changing because of the reason. And as I've said, I like that she cares about him, but I feel she's a bit blinded in this situation. And I feel that she will later realize that she was a dummy. She was not seeing the whole picture. She was only focused on the man without considering everything around. Especially considering that parasites are getting, I mean, not like literally public, but they're getting known here and there. Then why you're so different? And he screams, "Shut up!" I mean, I can understand the man. Like, it's too much going on around him. Just imagine every change for him. Those changes are also extremely difficult to handle because it's a physical and psychological, uh, physically and psychologically difficult to go through sudden changes in your normal life. Uh, I wanted to say it more in a more beautiful way, but I failed. And Miggy looks at the man in the shower, kind of comforts him, and says that you're absolutely perfect. You're strong, and you're like a new form of life, and you think logically. You have like cold thinking. You get over difficult situation pretty fast and calm yourself. So he is incredibly strong. He's stronger than humans. He's stronger than parasites. He's a super. He's a humazite, parahuman. And Migia likes that as well. And then we see our girl Tachikava following Hideo, noticing that he changed his clothes, then noticing that he actually changed his whole face, and he chose not a nice looking guy this time, but yeah. I mean, this is like pretty stupid by him, like, just turn away, create new face, continue moving. That looked like that in a way, you just gone into like alley, dark alley, and like few steps, new human, and go back out of it. And she understands. And this is, I mean, damn it, this is like a death flag, basically. If someone knows something, is definitely gonna die. But I still have hope. She's a smart girl, brave girl, but did a pretty stupid thing in the end. She consults her brother who told her about that. And there was a bad subtitles again. Why would you not she said brother. Oni-chan, why would you translate it as a name of a guy? I mean, we had a speech with some of you. Actually, maybe it was a hybrid again some days ago that that about subtitles that, oh well, they sometimes they have to adapt stuff because there's subtle movements and situations, and I have my opinion. I can get what they mean by words. I don't need words to tell me the whole thing. Just give me what they're saying in Japanese and I will understand what they meant. But what's going will you tell me about this stupid crap? She said Oni-chan. They translated it as a name. Why? What's the reason? Name a fucking one reason for that. There's no reason. That was just a stupid translation and adaptation. Because, well, I suppose in the West, people speak to their brothers like that. They don't say Oni-chan. While in Japan, we know they like this. They even call people Oni-chan. There's like, not real brothers. They call them Nessa, Oni-chan. Even if like a little boy calls a big girl like Nessan, cause he kind of feels like that vibes in her. But no, they translate just a stupid name. I hate these subtitles, people. They're not bad, but it's just like painting a goddamn fridge in a pink color. There is no reason to do that, except for wanting it to be pink. So he tells his sister about parasites, and I suppose he shouldn't do that because it's probably very, very secret information. But he did that, and I mean, fine arts, and she goes to so it's arts class, and she gets something for painting. That liquid is for painting. I suppose it's what's it called? Oh, solvent, dissolvent, something like this. So it's not an actually toxic liquid, but something that have chemical abilities in it. Why would she use it? For what reason? I really wonder. And she confronts the motherfucker. Not just confronts, he goes just right into his face. So, I really like you, but you know what? If you're a human eating monster, you just go away. Just imagine him like, okay, and going away. Mm-mm. Unimaginable, right? And that's what happens. It's like his face goes like that. He transforms into motherfucker killer thing. I don't want to kill anyone, but yeah, he goes crazy. And Shinichi feels it, and he goes crazy, just as I said. And Shinichi feels that, and we have that situation now. For the love of God, do not kill Tachikawa. She's a brave and smart girl, but that was not a smart move to confront that stuff. The smart move was to tell her brother, because he has connection to detectives. They need this creature. If you have suspicions towards the guy, then tell them about that. Do the same thing, but at least have them behind your back. I mean, not literally, but yeah, at least have them be able to help you and to catch that thing. I don't know how can you catch that. You can kill it in the heart, but I doubt you can catch it because there's gonna be like an evil cat, like scratching and killing everyone around. And this is the end of the episode. And this is the long ass discussion, and half of it is me rambling about humans being bad. And I feel like I messed up the colors a bit, but anyways. So here you go, guys. Very interesting episode. Really curious what's gonna happen next. I mean, it's gonna go down. And we're definitely gonna have some action in the next episode. I hope, because he can probably kill her and run away and no one's gonna notice it, but I hope this is not gonna happen. I hope there's gonna be some actual confrontation. So, thanks again for watching. See you in the next episode, guys. Bye bye.